Balram, you would like to share the screen with this song, or it's okay, I can share it.
We can share it. We have slide.
Okay, yeah. So then, can you bring it up, Vibhav Reshesha?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Actually, Prabhu, you can share. I'm not able to locate it now.
Sure, no problem. Let me share it. So, is it better?
Yes, Prabhu.
Vibhavare Shesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chati Puttu Jiva Vibhavare Shesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chati Puttu Jiva Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva Bolo Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva Narasimha Vamana Shri Madhusudana Brajendra Nandana Shama Narasimha Vamana Shri Madhusudana Brajendra Nandana Shama Putana Ghatana Kaitaba Satana Jayo Dasa Rati Rama Putana Ghatana Kaitaba Satana Jayo Dasarati Rama Yashoda Dulala Govinda Gopala Vrindavana Purandara Yashoda Dulala Govinda Gopala Vrindavana Purandara Gopi Priya Jana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Bhara Gopi Priya Jana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Bhara Ravanantakara Makkanataskara Gopi Jana Vastrahari Ravanantakara Makkanataskara Gopi Jana Vastrahari Prajerara Kala Gopa Vrindapala Chittahari Vamsidhari Prajerara Kala Gopa Vrindapala Chittahari Vamsidhari Vibhavare Shesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chadi Uthu Jiva Yogendra Vandana Shri Nanda Nandana Braja Jana Bhayahari Yogendra Vandana Shri Nanda Nandana Braja Jana Bhayahari Navina Nirada Rupa Manohara Mohana Vamsi Bihari नवीन नीरदा रूप मनोहर मोहन बंसी बिहारी यशोदानंदना कंसनिषूदना निकुंजरास विलासी यशोदानंदना कंसनिषूदना निकुंजरास विलासी कदंब कानना रासपरायण वृंदावना विपिनिवासी कदंब कानना रासपरायण वृंदा विपिन निवासी विभवरे शेषा आलोक प्रावेश निद्राचरी उठु जीवा आनंदवर्धना प्रेम निकेतना फुलशरा जजगोका कामा आनंदवर्धना प्रेम निकेतना फुलशरा जजगोका कामा गोपांगा घन घन चित्त विनोदना समस्त गुण घन धामा गोपांगा घन घन चित्त विनोदना समस्त गुण घन धामा यमुना जीवना केली पारायण मानस चंद्र चकोरा यमुना जीवना केली पारायण मानस चंद्र चकोरा नाम सुधारसा गायो कृष्णायसा रखो वचन मन मोदा नाम सुधारसा गायो कृष्णायसा रखो वचन मन मोदा विभवरे शेषा आलोक प्रावेश निद्राचरी उठो जीवा बोलो हरि हरि मुकुंदा मुरारी राम कृष्णा हयग्रीवा बोलो हरि हरि मुकुंदा मुरारी राम कृष्णा हयग्रीवा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Radhe. Jayo Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Radhe. Jayo Gaura Nitai, Jayo Gaura Nitai, Jayo Gaura Nitai, Jayo Gaura Nitai, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Jagannatha, Jayo Jagannatha, Jayo Baladeva, Jayo Subhadra, Jayo Jagannatha, Jayo Jagannatha, Jayo Baladeva, Jayo Subhadra, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Balram, can you bring it up, the Mangalacharan prayers? Thank you.
Yes, Prabhu.
Can repeat or can chant. Om Ajnananda Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Nilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Tadandi Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Gurom Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurom Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakantamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rushabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langayate girim, yat kripa tamaham vande, Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. Aradhya Bhagavan Vraje Sutanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Prajvedu Vargena Kalpitam Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Prema Pumarto Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Mataidam Tadharana Paraha Satyam Vidatum Nijabrutya Bhashitam Vyaptim Chabhuteshu Akileshu Chatmanaha Adrutyadhyatputa Rupam Udvahan Stambe Sabhayam Namrugam Manusham. Hare Krishna. So you can open up the Srimad Bhagavatam invocation prayers, Balram, if you have. Narayanam namaskrutyam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavatam sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtike jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. And we are reading, let me share my screen. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 9, Text 44. So, cannot repeat, so but I can chant the verse. Parayana Devo Munaya Swabvimukto Kama Maunam Charanti Vijaye na Partha Nishyata Naitan Viha Kripana Vimuksho Yeka Nainam Tvad Asya Sharanam Brahmato Nupasya. So if you'd like to repeat, please repeat the translation. Balram or Vantika. Pranaya, generally in almost all cases. Or anybody can unmute.
Should I just read it, Prabhu?
Yeah, just repeat after me.
Okay.
Deva, oh my Lord.
Deva, oh my Lord.
Munaya, the great saintly persons.
Munaya, great saintly person. Are we all doing it together?
Yeah, you can. Swa, personally own.
Swa, personal
own.
Vimukta Kama, ambitious for liberation from this material world.
Vimukta Kama, ambitious for liberation from this material world.
Maunam, silently.
Maunam, silently.
Charanti, they wander in places like the Himalaya forest where they have no touch with the activities of the materialists.
Charanti, they wander in places like the Himalayan forests where they have no touch with the activities of the materialists.
Vijane, in the solitary places.
Vijane, in the solitary places.
Not.
Not.
Parartha Nishtaya, interested in working for others by giving the benefit of the Krishna consciousness movement, by enlightening them with the Krishna consciousness.
Parartha Nishtaha, interested in working for others by giving them the benefit of Krishna consciousness movement, by enlightening them with Krishna consciousness.
Not.
Not.
Etan, this.
Etan, these.
Vihaha, leaving aside.
Vihaha, leaving aside.
Kripana, fools and rascals engaged in materialistic activity who do not know the benefit of human form of life.
Kripanam, fools and rascals engaged in materialistic activity who do not know the benefit of the human form of life. Vimuksha,
I desire to be liberated and return home back to Godhead.
Vimuksha, Vimumukshe, I desire to be liberated and to return back home, back to Godhead.
Ekaha, alone.
Ekaha, alone.
Not.
Not.
Anyam, other.
Anyam, other.
But for you.
But for you.
Asya, of this.
Asya, of this.
Sharanam, shelter.
Sharanam, shelter.
Pramataha, of the living entity rotating and wandering throughout the material universes.
Brahmataha, of the living entity rotating and wandering through the material universes.
Anupasya, do I see.
Anupasya, do I see.
Thank you. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. My dear Lord Narasimhadev, I see that there are many saintly persons indeed, but they are interested only their own deliverance. not caring for the big cities and towns. They go to Himalayas or the forest to meditate with the vows of silence, Mauna Vrata. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, however, I do not wish to liberate it alone, leaving aside all these poor fools and rascals. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to shelter at your lotus feet. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. This is the decision of a Vaisnava, the pure devotee of the Lord. For himself, he has no problems. Even he has to stay in the material world because his only business is to remain in Krishna consciousness. The Krishna consciousness person can go even to hell and still be happy. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj said, Na dvijayo para duratyaya vitaranyaha. O best of the great personalities, I am not at all afraid of material existence. The pure devotee is never unhappy any condition of life. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 6:17-28. Narayana paras sarve nakutaschati bihati Swarga apavarga narakeshu api tulyartha darshanaha. Devotees solely engaged in devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, never fear any condition of life. For them, the heavenly planets, liberation, and the hellish planets are all the same. For such a devotee are interested only in the service of the Lord. For a devotee, being situated in the heavenly planets and being in the hellish planets are equal. For a devotee lives neither in the heaven nor in a hell, but with Krishna in the spiritual world. The secret of success for the devotee is not understood by the karmis and jnanis. Karmis therefore try to be happy by material adjustments, and jnanis want to be happy by becoming one with the Supreme. The devotee has no such interest. He is not interested in so-called meditation in the Himalayas or the forest. Rather, his interest is in the busiest part of the world where he teaches people Krishna consciousness. The Krishna consciousness movement was started for this purpose. So here Prabhupada is saying the manifesto, it's only to have the purpose is to start. Krishna consciousness movement is to actually to preach to others. We do not teach on meditate in a secluded place just so that one may show that he's become very much advanced or may be proud of his so-called transcendental meditation. Although he engaged in all sorts of foolish materialistic activity, a Vaishnava like Prahlad Maharaj is not interested in such a bluff of a spiritual advancement. Rather, he is interested in enlightening people in Krishna consciousness because that is the only way for them to become happy. Prahlad Maharaj says, Nainam Tvad Asya Sharanam Brahmato Nupasya. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. One wanders within the universe, life after life. But by the grace of a devotee, a servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one can get the clue to Krishna consciousness, and then not only become happy in this world, but also return home back to Godhead. That is the real target in life. The members of Krishna consciousness movement are not at all interested in so-called meditation in Himalayas or the forest, where one will only make a show of meditation, nor they are interested in opening many schools of yoga and the meditation in the cities. Rather, every member of Krishna consciousness movement is interested in going door to door to try to convince people about teachings of Bhagavad Gita as it is. The teachings of Lord Chaitanya, that is the purpose of Hare Krishna movement. The members of Hare Krishna, of the Krishna consciousness movement must be fully convinced that without Krishna, one cannot be happy. Thus, the Krishna consciousness persons avoids all kinds of pseudo-spiritualist, transcendentalist, mediators, monoists, philosophers, and philanthropists. Hare Krishna. So this is all verses in 7th canto or entire Srimad Bhagavatam are very powerful, and in this especially I took this verse is like how it shows the preaching mode, the essence of our preaching. The like at this month of December or November and December, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Masana Margasirshoham. I am the month of November and December. It's very, very auspicious. At this time of the year, we all go and do book distribution and Sankirtan activities, right? So in this verse, clearly, Srila Prabhupada is explaining, or Prahlad Maharaj, is great devotee of pure devotee of Lord Narasimhadev or Krishna, is clearly explaining is he is not interested in staying in a secluded place chanting. Of course, you can chant Mahamantra, but here Prahlad Maharaj recommended that be in a city like where there is Maya is there, all the places. But when you follow Krishna consciousness, even you are living in a city, that means like one time His Holiness Bhakti Raghav Maharaj mentioned that our cities are preaching bases, our countries are the living bases. That means we have to live in a country, and if you are living in a city, we have to preach. So let me share a small presentation. Okay, I'm sharing already. Good. Let me go to that. So here I just put together different verses. Everybody knows the Chitraketu example, right? So in this verse, the Prabhupada quoted Narayana Paras Sarve Nakutaschati Bibhyati. That means for a devotee, Svarga or even Naraka is also the same. And we may say how it is same, right? So, but it is same because for a devotee is how can I say, it's everything he's in Pandita Samadarshana level, right? So in this verse, I'll show you in the purport of this verse. Okay, let me open 7, 6, 9, 24. Yeah, 6, 17, 28. Balram, you'd like to read? Yes, the
Sure.
translation.
The translation, Prabhu?
Yes. And yes, go ahead.
Okay. Devotees solely engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana never fear any condition of life. For them, the heavenly planets, liberation, and the hellish planets are all the same, for such devotees are interested only in the service of the Lord.
Thank you. Can continue purport as well.
Parvati might naturally have inquired how devotees become so exalted. Therefore, this verse explains that they are Narayana Para, simply dependent on Narayana. They do not mind reverses in life because in the service of Narayana, they have learned to tolerate whatever hardships there may be. They do not care whether they are in heaven or in hell. They simply engage in the service of the Lord. This is their excellence. Anukulyena Krishnanushilanam. They are liberally engaged in the service of the Lord, and therefore they are excellent. By using the word Bhritya-Bhrityanam, Lord Shiva pointed out that although Chitraketu provided one example of tolerance and excellence, all the devotees who have taken shelter of the Lord as eternal servants are glorious. They have no eagerness to be happy by being placed in the heavenly planets, becoming liberated, or becoming one with Brahman, the supreme effulgence. These benefits do not appeal to their minds. They are simply interested in giving direct service to the Lord.
Excellent. Thank you, Balram. So here it is clearly indicating that devotees have no fear, even they are willing to go for preaching purpose to any place. They can they have complete protection of the Lord. Lord Narasimhadev appeared just to protect the devotees. So that's why we every day Prabhupada ask us to chant the Narsingha prayer, because we need protection from the Lord. Because this place is all there is a padam vipadam, it's like a danger in every step. So for devotees, he is always in the shield of a Lord Krishna. And so that's why we have to take all opportunity to preach the Krishna consciousness. So let me bring this up. You present, yeah. In King Chitraketu example, right? So Chitraketu got a boon from Narada Muni to become Vidyadhara, and he did very good devotional service, and Narada Muni was very, very happy with Chitraketu, and he gave this boon so that he got this aeroplane, and then he can go anywhere in the planet. And one time he was going on Mount Kailash, where Lord Shiva is giving a Bhagavatam class to all the devotees. Even Narada Muni is sitting in there, where Chitraketu's teacher, and Sanat, all four Kumaras are sitting and hearing to Lord Shiva. And when Chitraketu he can see from his aeroplane what's happening there. And Lord Shiva is on his lap. Mother Parvati was sitting, and Chitraketu started thinking, how come like a learned person like Lord Shiva can put his wife on his lap and teach, because it should be done in a secluded place, right? He was started laughing and like insulting Lord Shiva loudly. And then Lord Shiva was Nimna Jnanam Yatha Ganga Devanam Achyuto Yata Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho Purananam Itam Tata. Lord Shiva is the Pradama Vaishnava, and for Vaishnava, he doesn't care for any insults. There is Asuya in Sanskritam, Asuya, and then the opposite of Asuya is called Anasuya. That means he's completely doesn't care for any kind of insults or any faults, or he doesn't look at it, and he looks always good in others. And Lord Shiva was laughing, he didn't say anything, but Mother Parvati was very unhappy, and she's very angrily cursed that King Chitraketu to become a demon. You are not eligible to be live in this heavenly pleasures, right? You are not eligible for Vidyadhara. You become a demon, and Chitraketu become a Vitrasura, right? As a demon, and but Chitraketu comes down and he begs forgiveness from Mother Parvati, and Mother Parvati says, you become such a great devotee. Even your teacher Narada Muni is hearing to Lord Shiva, and how dare, or how you can curse, or how you can insult Lord Shiva. How dare you are like that. Mother Parvati was very angry, but Chitraketu says, please forgive me, and I it's a pain for you, and I should not have not done that. And he took the curse as a boon, and he become a Vitrasura. And Mother, then one Sri Vaishnava Acharya told that Mother Parvati is also a daughter of Himalayas, right? And also Mother Ganga is where Lord Shiva's on his head. It is also Charanamrita, like we take Charanamrita of Mother Ganga, right? And Mother Parvati is always listening to Krishna Katha and is Kathamrita, like always hearing Lord Krishna pastimes. That's why if you say in Vishnu Sahasranamam, Mother Parvati asks Lord Shiva, what is the easiest way to chant 1,000 names of Vishnu? Because Lord Shiva is always meditating on Lord Vishnu, right? And Mother Parvati is Trigunamai. She is a Lokapalaka. She takes care of our earth planet, and she's very busy. And Mother Parvati says, I don't have any time to chant those prayers. And then Lord Shiva tells, that you chant this verse, that Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varaname. If you chant Lord Ram name 3 times, Rama Rama Rama, that is equal to Sahasranama Tattulyam, that is 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu name. So then Mother Parvati was very happy because she always want to hear Krishna Katha. That's why Lord Shiva keep his devotee as Mother Parvati on his lap. Okay, there is nothing wrong in it. And then as all Narada Muni can see that, and they are all because in a elevated platform, they are pure devotees. And Vidyadhara, even if he after becoming a demon, then actually Lord Shiva spoke this verse Narayana Para, that just now we chanted that shloka, right? So and then for a devotee it doesn't matter whether he goes to hell or a heaven. For him it's all the same, because he's always chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And Chitraketu, when he faced Indra and Vitrasura faced Indra, then Vitrasura says that, you should become a dasanudas. Like, I was a das, I was a devotee of Narada Muni. I was in a very elevated platform. I did Vaisnava Praņāma. That means I blasphemed Lord Shiva. So that's why I got this position. I become a demon. But Vitrasura recommends that you become dasanudas, means devotee of a devotee. So when you go on Krishna consciousness, right, we should be very compassionate, so especially as a devotee, as a followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is Vasudeva Datta, is a devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He says that my body is a property, like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, my body is a property of Vasudeva and he is alone. He can sell me anywhere he pleases. That means here about the Vasudeva Datta compassion, right? Vasudeva Datta made a statement to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requesting that Lord to liberate all living entities in his presence. Vasudeva Datta submitted that if they were unfit to be liberated, he himself would take all the sinful reactions and suffer personally so that Lord might deliver them. A Vaishnava is therefore described as Paradukha Dukhi, very much aggrieved by sufferings of others. As such a Vaishnava engages in activities for the real welfare of human society. So he who will say that I will take all the sins, right? Nobody says that. Even Jesus Christ told that, if you follow him, then he will take all sinful reactions. But Vasudeva Datta is saying that whoever on this earth planet, right, he will take all these sinful reactions and he will suffer in the hell. Because when you take all sinful reactions, then what you will get, you get a leprosy, or you become sick, or there are multiple ways, but he is ready to take it as a Vaishnava. So that's why Vaishnava is a Paradukha Dukhi. He is very, very compassionate. Nobody is compassionate than a Vaishnava. We are all become devotees as a followers because somebody is compassionate, somebody is prayed for you, or somebody is thinking of you and prayed, a Vaishnava devotee. That's why we become a devotee today. Our devotee is a big word, but we are a sadhana bhakta. We are following Krishna consciousness. So, and then in the Adi Leela 1041, Vasudeva Datta says that that in 19th branch of Sri Chaitanya tree was a great personality and most confidential devotee of the Lord. One could not describe his qualities even with thousands of mouths. Here, even in Gaura Leela, in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastimes, Vasudeva Datta considered as a Prahlad Maharaj incarnation. He's the incarnation of Prahlada himself. Because Prahlad Maharaj says that I don't want any heavenly planets or anything like that. I just want to take all the people with me to a liberated platform where Vaikuntha Dham. Vaikuntha means where Kunta means anxiety. Vaikuntha means where there is no anxiety. So, and let's go to one more pastime of Vasudeva Vipra. There are he is from South India, from Kurma Kshetra. Let's read his pastimes, how he is very compassionate. Here. While he is in tour, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would spend the night at a temple by the road Whenever he accepted food from a person, he would give him the same advice. He gave a Brahmana named Kurma. He adapted this process until he returned to Jagannath Puri from South Indian tour. So I'll just skip few verses based on the time. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, the Brahmana Kurma followed him with a great distance. But eventually, Lord Chaitanya took care and sent him back home. Let's move further because this is, I think it started from 113. Okay, here. When Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to the holy place known as Kurma Kshetra, he saw a deity and offered prayers and obeisances. Anybody visited Kurma Kshetra here? Do you know where it is? You can unmute and say. Hare Krishna. I think that's okay if you don't visit. Okay, it's actually near if we come from Jagannath Puri, if you travel towards further south, it's maybe 10 hours from Jagannath Puri, 10 or 11 hours. So there is a Kurma Kshetra where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally went there, and there is a pastime. One time Sripad Ramanujacharya want to change the deity worship of Jagannath Puri, because in Lord Jagannath is there, the deity worship there is very, I mean to say, very bhavam, means there is very love in it, and because they eat in the same plate where Lord eats. In our bhakti, right, Vaidika Sampradaya, so we just offer to Lord and we clean the plate and we keep it back in the place in the shelf, and then we take that prasadam. But in Jagannath Puri, there is no rules and regulations there. They just eat it, and even Ekadashi, not Hare Krishna devotees, but the followers of Lord Jagannath, they eat on Ekadashi. There is no vratas or anything for them. So, but when Ramanujacharya visited that place, and he wanted to change that, and he met the Puri king, and then king said, from starting tomorrow we are changing to Pañca-tattva Vidhi, where we follow that according to Narada Muni, right? Narada Muni teached 5 days the vidhis, that's why it's called Pañca-tattva Vidhi. So anyway, Narada Muni, Ramanujacharya went there, and so the king said, follow Ramanujacharya starting tomorrow. And everybody assembled there to change the, to have the morning offering prayers, and and then like the Pushpalankaram, and so many things, like how does in Tirumala, right? All there are actually, if you go to Srirangam, in down south, there are, out of 365 days, 323 days are festivals. Every day is a festival there. So but Lord Jagannath don't want that. So he took Garuda came and took Ramanujacharya in the night, and then put it in Sri Kurma Kshetra, where this pastime happened, where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled. So even one time I was traveling from Jagannath Puri to Kurma Kshetra, and then we stopped nearby. We are so angry. I'm with some brahmacharis, and we don't know how to get prasadam. And then we requested one Brahmana. They have a small kind of a matam. Matam means where they have do the devotional service there. So, and then we requested, can you, actually we went around 3 o'clock, and by the time we went, there is all prasadam is over, and they are all relaxing after eating. So we requested, we are traveling from Jagannath Puri, can you make us some prasadam? I said, that's our pleasure to serve Vaishnavas, so they all cooked all the items again, and they gave us. So what I'm trying to say is the culture very we need to take care of our devotees as Krishna devotees, right? So in Krishna devotees, that's why in Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam is not only about Bhagavan, it is about Krishna, Lord Krishna, and Lord devotees, Bhagavan and Bhagavatottamas. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went to Sri Kurma Kshetra, and this is he met a Vasudeva Vipra, that devotee who have a leprosy. Let's read about him for in few verses, and then we can move on. So while at this place, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in usual ecstasy of love of Godhead, and was laughing, crying, dancing, and chanting. Everyone who saw him was astonished. After hearing of these wonderful occurrences, everyone came to see him there. When they saw the beauty of Lord, his ecstatic condition, they were all struck with wonder. Just by seeing Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone become a devotee. They they began to chant Krishna and Hari and all the holy names. They were all merged in great ecstasy of love, and they began to dance, raising their arms. Always hearing them the chant the holy names of Lord Krishna, the residents of all other villages also become Vaishnavas. By hearing the holy name of Krishna, the entire country became Vaishnava. It was as if the nectar of holy name of Krishna overflooded the entire country. After some time, when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested his external consciousness, a priest of Lord Kurma deity gave him various offerings. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mode of preaching as already explained. I shall not repeat the explanation. In whichever village the Lord entered, his behavior was the same. In one village, there was a Vedic Brahmana named Kurma. He invited Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home with great respect and devotion. This Brahmana brought Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home, washed his lotus feet, and with his family members drank that water. With great affection and respect, the Kurma Brahmin made Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eat all kinds of foods. After that, remnants were shared by all members of the family. The Brahmana then began to pray, "O my Lord, your lotus feet are meditated upon by Lord Brahma, and these very lotus feet have come into my home. My dear Lord, there is no limit to my great fortune. It can be described today. My family, birth, and riches have all been glorified." The Brahmana begged Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, "My dear Lord, kindly show me favor and let me go with you. I can no longer tolerate the waves of misery caused by the materialistic life." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, "Do not speak like that again. Better to remain at the home and chant the holy name of Krishna always. Instruct everybody and follow the orders of Lord Krishna as they were given in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. In this way, become a spiritual master and try to liberate everyone in this land." Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu further advised the Brahmana Kurma, "If you follow this instruction, your materialistic life at home will not obstruct your spiritual advancement. Indeed, you follow these regulative principles, will again meet here, or rather you will never lose my company." At who is ever how Sri Chaitanya accepted his alms by taking prasad, he would convert the dwellers to his Sankirtana movement and advise them just as he advised the Brahmana named Kurma. While on his tour, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would spend the night at the temple by road. Whenever he accepted the food from a person, he would give him the same advice he gave the Brahmana named Kurma. He adapted this process until he returned to Jagannath Puri from his South Indian tour. So, and here also, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left, the Brahmana Kurma followed him a great distance, but eventually Lord Chaitanya took care and sent him home back. Therefore, there was also a Brahmana named Vasudeva, who was a great person but was suffering from the leprosy. His body was filled with living worms. Okay, living worms, you know, right? I know when you get leprosy, or nobody should not get leprosy because it's very painful. Okay, although suffering from leprosy, the Brahmana Vasudeva was enlightened. As soon as one worm fell from his body, he would pick it up and place it back again in the same location. The one night, Vasudeva heard that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu arrival. In the morning, he came to see the Lord at house of a Kurma. When the leper Vasudeva Vipra came to Kurma's house to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was informed that Lord had already left. The leper that fall to the ground unconsciousness. Actually, Krishna knows his devotee's heart. So that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back. When Vasudeva, Vasudeva, the leper Brahmana, was lamenting due to being able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord immediately returned to that spot and embraced him. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him, both the leprosy and his distress went to a distant place. Indeed, Vasudeva's body became very beautiful to his great happiness. The Brahmana Vasudeva was astonished to behold the wonderful mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and began to recite the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam touching the Lord's lotus feet. Balram or Avantika, you would like to read 5 more verses next, and then we can continue.
I can read. Should I read from 143?
Yeah, yes, go ahead.
He said, "Who am I, a sinful, poor friend of a Brahmana? And who is Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full in 6 opulences? Nonetheless, he has embraced me with his 2 arms." The Brahmana Vasudeva continued, "O my merciful Lord, such mercy is not possible for ordinary living entities. Such mercy can be found only in you. Upon seeing me, even a sinful person goes away due to my bad bodily odor. Yet you have touched me. Such is the independent behavior of the Supreme Personality of Godhead." Being meek and humble, the Brahmana Vasudeva worried that he would become proud after being cured by the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To protect the Brahmana, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised him to chant the Hare Krishna mantra incessantly. By doing so, he would never become unnecessarily proud. Should I continue?
Yeah, just next 2 more verses.
Okay. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also advised Vasudeva to preach about Krishna and thus liberate living entities. As a result, Krishna would very soon accept him as his devotee. After instructing the Brahmana Vasudeva in that way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disappeared from that place. Then the 2 Brahmanas, Kurma and Vasudeva, embraced each other and began to cry, remembering the transcendental qualities of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, last verse. You can 150 also you can finish.
Thus I have described how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became the Vasudeva and so received the name Vasudevamrita Brother.
Excellent. Thank you, Avantika. So here we can clearly say that even Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced him, and then he got a beautiful, handsome body. But still, still he have this. Vasudeva has told Mahaprabhu that I don't want this beautiful body. So because proudness comes into the picture, right? When Queen Kunti says, when you are beautiful, you will and are you born in a high caste like a Brahmana, your proud will increase, right? So only way to decrease is to chant Lord Krishna's names by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So I will continue here. Let's go make it presentable again. So here is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's the compassion of Vasudeva Vipra. So when the devotee is when Krishna desires, then only it will happen, right? So here earlier Vasudeva Datta, right, when he asked Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that everybody in this universe will become liberated, how to preach in Krishna consciousness, right? There are everything, whatever you do, you are setting an example by following Srila Prabhupada instructions, right? For example, you are doing a deity worship and you are taking care of deities so nicely so that all the people in Bay Area can come and see Radha Madan Mohan, right? So, and at the same time, you are going out on book distribution, you are cooking for Krishna. Everything comes under Krishna consciousness activity. So that's why when you rushikena rushi, it's like bhakti ruchate, by serving Rushikesha, right? By your senses. Rushika means senses. Rushikesha means master of the senses, right? So how to engage in Krishna consciousness is like you can do book distribution. You can at this time, pandemic time also, our devotees, all of us taking this opportunity of like as Vaisheshika Prabhu says, like we will take everything as an opportunity. Pandemic is also an opportunity to distribute Bhagavad Gitas, and of course we need to make social distance with and then safely you can do Sankirtan. And many devotees have followed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructions and had their experiences, right? Once you go out, we doesn't know what will happen. As soon as you think it happened for me, as soon as you think you are a great devotee of distributing very nicely, next 50 to 20 houses, they don't take books. So we knock the doors, we give Bhagavad Gitas, and whatever you do, Bhagavatams, they don't take it. We should not be proud, that we should be always in humble and seeking the like as a humble seeker in a Vaisnava parampara. So and also when you preach, when you are in a preaching mode, then Krishna will definitely will protect you. So one time I was in Auckland, New Zealand. So that is the first time I ever went to outside of the country from India. So I thought, just to go to ISKCON temple. I was following Krishna consciousness, but I don't know anybody there. I called the temple, and then when the temple picked the phone, they ask, where are you coming from? And at the time, it happened this maybe 10 years or 12 years ago. There is no public transport for the temple. Even I don't know now, they don't have public transport. So I asked, can I get a ride? I said, no, there is no ride. You need to catch a bus, and then from there you have to walk. So I took a bus, and then just took a chance, and I have some Bhagavad Gita in hand. Then bus took it over to the end, somewhere in the suburbs of Auckland. So there I get down, and I don't know anything, and I asked how far is the ISKCON temple to a one person. He said Hare Krishna temple. They don't know ISKCON. So then he said that it may take, if you go in car, for 25 minutes. It's 30 miles from here. Then I said, how can without car I can go? And then I went to a nearby gas station there. And surprisingly, the person who is in the gas station is from Andhra Pradesh, from South India, where I am from. And he said, okay, I'll help you, don't worry. And then he asked me to sit, and he called the temple, and they found a devotee there. And then, the devotee came. That's the last time I went in a public transport. After that, many devotees helped to go to the temple. So the example why I told, when you are completely surrendered unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to Lord Krishna, he will definitely protect you, and he's always with you. When you also when you go on book distribution, right? Vaisheshika Prabhu says that we have a button here, you turn it off, and then that's it. And I'm completely in the protection of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And I think in 8 years ago, we are also have this goal of distributing many book packs. So we used to do small book packs like Bhagavad Gita, and also the Perfection of Yoga, all Ishopanishad, like that. So I was traveling, I was going to India. I thought, have the desire to distribute I have 35 book packs with me. So I have a layover in Singapore. And I didn't know that Singapore is very strict to give Bhagavad Gitas. They are communist. They are very strict, and they don't allow anybody to preach like freely, like in America, where we can give Bhagavad Gitas, right, to the public. I didn't know that. I get down from the flight, and I have one devotee contact. I called him. He said, Prabhu, you can come my home for prasadam, but don't ask me to come for book distribution with me. Here the law is very strict, and they may take your passport and you have to live in Singapore forever. So I said, I don't know. I got 35 books I have to distribute. So I asked one person, he's also Indian, in the airport. He said, is there any temple here? He said, yeah, there is a like goddess Parvati temple in the, it's a place called Little India. So you can go and distribute there. I said, okay, I took a chance. Okay, let's pray to Krishna. Whatever happens, I'm in a transit anyway. 8 hours, I have to come back to the airport. So I went to the temple, and in the temple there is no worship there at the time. I went in the afternoon time, and I was just simply standing, and people are coming in. I gave maybe 12 or 14 books, 14 book packs. So I have now 20 more to go, and I'm getting late for my flight. So then one person came in, is also from Indian origin. So I asked him, hey, can you, I'm coming from California. I have these books, and we have a goal to distribute. Like now, right now, we have 2 million Gitas to distribute. He said, I'll definitely help you because I love Krishna. Because then he is so impressed, and he doesn't have a job, and he took his car and he took me with him, and we went to the local stores there, like Indian restaurants, and we distributed all 20 book packs. And then not only that, he gave me prasadam, and he dropped me to the airport, you know. So and why I'm connecting the dots here, because when you are in preaching mode, when you do sankirtan, then the Krishna devotees, or Krishna is always protects you, you know. In any form he can, like in Srila Prabhupada said, right? Srila Prabhupada actually took the instruction from the postman, that to write books. Prabhupada used to write magazines before, right? So this Krishna consciousness is very nectarian, and also as a devotees we can be compassionate, and all the materialistic people, they are always selfish, you know. So we should be selfless. That means we are whatever way you can help this to spread this Krishna consciousness movement. That's the essence of this entire verse. That's why I took this verse. So uh, any comments or any realizations you would like to share? You can unmute yourself. And I am not monitoring Zoom. Hare Krishna. Balram, Avantika, anybody raised their, anybody would like to comment or share realizations, or you have any questions before I go to next slide?
No one's raising their hand, Prabhu.
Sure, no problem. So
Hare Krishna, SKP Prabhu.
Oh, Hare Krishna.
Jaikanai Das here.
Oh, Jai.
Yeah, very nice lecture, Prabhu, and very encouraging, connecting stories that you have shared. Especially, I am, it gives a lot of encouragement listening to your, going through different places and, doing Sankirtan. And especially, I just heard the Singapore story that you just shared. It takes a lot of personal courage when you go through all this. Like you shared the New Zealand story, and while people are in transit like that, they have a lot of background thought going on. Okay, I'm in a new place. How things will turn out, this and that, but. When we hear testimonials like that, it is always gives encouragement, and we hope we can continue following in footsteps of great devotees like you who are sharing and who are on the front end there. But yeah, very nice class and very nice pointed verses that you picked up from Chaitanya Charitamrita. We don't, at least I can say for myself, I have not started reading. I've heard lectures on CC, but not in detail. We have not. I have not studied. So it's always great to hear like specific verses that we can hang on to and share during book distribution and stuff like that. Thank you very much for the great class, bro.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Jagannath Prabhu. You are always there when we go on Sankirtan to Jagannath Prabhu. When we are installed Srimad Bhagavatam in one of the home, and it was I think 7-8 years ago, and Prabhu only came, and we did a kirtan at home. She was my colleague, and she had some difficulties going through her life, and when I told Prabhu we want to come, he said anytime for the preaching purpose. He came, Jagannath Prabhu. So thank you for the great realization you have. So yeah, this is the like as Srila Prabhupada told, this is the essence or main manifesto of our Krishna consciousness movement. That Prabhu kahe jaru mukhe shuni ek bar se puja shreshta sabakar. That means Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that even you chant Prabhu kahe jaru mukhe shuni ek bar, even if you chant Krishna name one time, you are Shrestha Sabakar, you are worshipable, right? So our mood is always should be in the teach, read Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, and to teach it to others, and that should be our mood, right? So when you teach it to teach to others, you will also learn, right? But just by teaching, that doesn't mean you know everything you are teaching to them. Teaching means also by teaching to them you will also learn many things, right? We have to set an example what we do in our Krishna consciousness. So like as I said, the Vaishnavas are very, very compassionate. There is one pastime, one Brahmana actually in this I heard from one Acharya. So he was sitting nicely every day, and nobody comes to him, but still he is chanting Bhagavatam. And his glories went all over villages, and so many people started coming to see him. And in that same village, there is other person, he is very offensive. Like, he is having this jealous that, this Brahmana is getting so much name and fame in all the villages. So I want to every day and go and do the avahelana. That means I have to go and blaspheme him every day. So he took from that day onwards, every single evening he goes, and he started blaspheming this Brahmana, this great devotee of Lord. But this Brahmana doesn't care, because devotees doesn't care whether it is, how does it matter if he praises me, or even he insults me, both are comes to me only, right? So that's what he thought, this Brahmana thought, and he left it like that, and he was simply listening to him. Every day he comes and insults. And one final day, his end of life came, and who comes? Of course, Yamadutas will comes. Yamadutas came to him, and he took the soul, that is called Sukshma Sarira. That means there is called Yatana Sarira. There is multiple types of bodies, right? When these Yamadutas came and they took this soul from the body of this person, and the soul started speaking to Yamadutas, my everyday routine is not done. Can you please wait for me? I have to blaspheme this devotee. Then only I can come with you. Then Yamadusa thought, entire life he made so sinful activities. So we'll give one more opportunity for him. So then what they did is they 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 asked him to start blaspheming, and they stopped in front of their kutir, the Brahmana kutir. So then this person started blaspheming the or insulting the Brahmana there. Then the Brahmana Vaishnava, he was simply know what's happening because he's already died. And then he asks Yamadutas. Actually, he's having a power that he can see what's going on. So then he asks Yamadutas, just kindly relieve him from all the thing. Then Yamaduta says he not done anything, not even even Ante Narayana Spruti. At the time of death, he didn't even chant Narayana name, right? So, or Krishna's name. How can we can liberate him? Then he says that no, see, for a Vaishnava, both are insults and or even praises are the same thing. Okay, Pandita Samadarshana, right? So he says that just deliver him, and then whatever piety I acquired my entire lifetime, I am giving to this person who insulted me all his life. And he took his water, the kamandalu, and pour the water on him, saying that all my piety giving to this person. Then he got a good opportunity, and he went back to Vaikunta. Then all his disciples asked, why you did like this, and why he said that, so like even in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastime, Jagga and Madai, right? They took even they know that they are Jagga and Madai is very sinful people, but Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu, they went to door, and the neighbors complained that they are very, very demons like Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. Don't go to them. Then he says that no, we will definitely go because our main mission is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission. That is, as Vaisheshka Prabhu also says in his presentations, that chant Hare Krishna, teach others. So they took that and they went and knocked the Jaga and Madai door, and they took this. They're drunken, both of them. They're demonic, and they took the pot, earthen, like a broken pot, and hit Nityananda Prabhu on his forehead. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to know, and he came to that place, and he want to actually kill Madai, with his Sudarshan Chakra. And he takes Sudarshan Chakra, and he want to, he is calling Chakra like that. But Nityananda Prabhu says, you appeared as a Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratvise Namaha. That means you are Namo Mahavadanyaya. You came to deliver us, and you should not reveal this this form of your Mahavishnu or with the Sudarshan Chakra. So then he said, just make them devotees, and Jaga and Madai become great devotees after this incident. So I'm not saying that just go and get hurt in the places, but what I'm trying to say is just wherever you go, remember the Lord. Then Krishna will definitely protect us. And when you are in a mission, right? When you are in a preaching mode, we are in a mission mode. So then things will come across, right? Things will happen for everybody, and every single of you who are listening today, or all other devotees, everybody have their realizations, and they all Krishna personally revealed to them in their own way. Krishna always deals one to one. He doesn't deals many to one, right? So this is the pastimes we have to remember always, especially Lord Narasimha. And in Kali Yuga there are three prominent incarnations. Of course, all other are some devotees worship Varahadev, some devotees worship, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Narasimha, Krishna and Rama, there are three prominent deities for in Kali Yuga. So that's why we worship these three main deities all the time. So in sadhana bhakti, you want to come out of this material world, like we have to follow this Vaishnava sampradayas, and there is a ropes these 4 sampradayas are called 4 ropes, where you can come out of to the from this material world. That means it's like a full of maya, right? And it's like a well, it's like a ditch, right? You want to come out of this ditch, you need to follow the guru and gauranga, means sadhu and shastra, right? So, and also everything, protection of cows, protection of like Bhakti Vinod Thakur says these 3 things: Name Ruchi, Vaishnava Seva, Name Ruchi, Jivodaya, Vaishnava Seva. Name Ruchi means chanting of the holy name. Jivodaya, book distribution, cow protection, everything comes under the platform of Jivodaya. Vaishnava Seva is serving the Vaishnavas, right? And the easiest way is Bhakti Vinod Thakur says Vaishnava Seva. By serving Vaishnavas, Dasanudas, you will become like a great devotee, So, or at least not to be a great devotee, at least to be a good devotee or a devotee in that matter. So, and also we should be selfless, not a selfish mentality. How Srila Prabhupada is so selfless. He should have stayed in Vrindavan, happily. He took a trouble at the age of 70, right? He came to US, and how much compassionate is Srila Prabhupada, right? One devotee in New Vrindavan, this incident happened, that he went to Srila Prabhupada, I want to go to, like, in near Mayapur or Vrindavan, I want to make my own kutir. I want to just do the chanting like Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who chanted like Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Like that, I want to chant every day, like 3 lakh names or 3 million names, like that, and at least 22 hours I have to chant Maha Mantra. Then Srila Prabhupada said, you'll if you do that, you will fall down. But this devotee didn't listen to Srila Prabhupada, and he didn't listen to any senior devotees, and he took a flight to Mayapur, and as he desired, he made a small hut nearby, or he rented a hut, and he started chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without any association of any devotees or anything, no Mangalarti, just chanting. So 5 days or 1 month, or maybe I don't know, 15 days, I don't know clearly, but some days he did that chanting, and after that he disappeared. Nobody knows where he went. And somebody came to Srila Prabhupada, and they said, or somebody came to know where he found. After 3-4 months, they found him doing the rafting in Hawaii beach. He left Krishna consciousness, he left everything, and he started going to a normal life, right? So this real-time incidents, right, will reminds us that we should listen to spiritual master, we should listen to the senior devotees, and become a dasanudas, like servant of the servant of the servant. And there is also one more incident. I'll end with this story. It is actually happened in there was one priest in LA many years ago. He did a nice service for as a priest for more than 10 years, and he got bored. I mean to say, I am doing this deity worship for many years. I'm not getting any taste. Let me go and do something, So sometimes mind acts in different way, like sattva, guna, rajas, and tamas, right? If you are in mode of passion, you want to do something, let's go and get it done. So he resigned as a temple priest, and he took a ticket to Hawaii, and he was in Hawaii for some time. And he was every day used to go for swimming in the ocean, and he used to do all nice activities, the sporting there. And one time when he was doing the surfing there, and a big shark came near to him, very close, not even he thought he will die on that day. But somehow or other, when Gajendra was in a distress, right, So he thought about Lord Vishnu, right? Like that, Prabhu started Namaste Narsingaya Prahaladayane. Like that, he chanted a Narsingha prayer, Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvato Mukam Narasimham Bhishanam Badram Mrutyo Namamyaham Sri Narsimha Jai Narsimha Prahaladesha Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Brunga. Like that, he started all Narsingha prayers just on the surfboard or wherever he's there. And the shark came and did one, circumambulated him and did pradakshana, and he went away. The shark went away. So then he came back to the bed, and he packed everything, and again he came back to LA and started worshipping Rukmini Dwarkadish. So again the moral of this one, right? So we cannot there is no break in Krishna consciousness. Break, what is mean by break? So you if you serve nicely, so you will get the ultimate break, that is Ante Narayana Smriti. You will go back to Krishna himself. So, and our motive should not be go back to Godhead. Our motive should be always become a devotee and born in a devotee family. When you do nice devotional service, if you do sadhana bhakti very nicely, then that means Lord will protect you. So all these things will leads you to we have to read Srila Prabhupada books. We have to read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and also distribute this knowledge to others. Give this knowledge, and many people just are looking for this knowledge. Just 1 week ago, one person listening to Srila Prabhupada lecture, and he is having cancer. From past 5 years, he doesn't have a job also. Then he came to me. He called temple actually, and Sri Gopal Prabhu picked up the phone and he said he wants the Srimad Bhagavatam. And Prabhu connected with me. Then I spoke with him. How do you know about Srimad Bhagavatam or Chaitanya Charitamrita? Then he said that Prabhuji, I heard Srila Prabhupada many instances. He don't know. He's from Nepal. He just searched for Prabhupada. I found in YouTube, and he got. And then actually he is in Richmond. He came around 6:30 in the morning to my home and picked up Srimad Bhagavatam. And I gave him personally. He wants Hindi Bhagavatam. He doesn't know English. And then he said, since you are not working, we don't. We'll give a sponsored set for you. Our temple have some sponsored sets. Then what he said to me is that I want to give something for Krishna, please. Then he gave $100, and then he took Srimad Bhagavatam. And Krishna sees that, So and immediately now he started reading Srimad Bhagavatam, starting from the first canto. So out of all Satvika Puranas, we have Bhagavatam is the foremost. As I chanted that shloka coming from Srimad Bhagavatam itself, that Nimna Jnanam Yatha Ganga, Devanam Achyuto Yata, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambho, Purananam Itam Tata. Out of all rivers, Ganga is the foremost. Out of all deities, Achyuta is the foremost. Out of all Vaishnavas, Lord Shiva is the foremost. Out of all Puranas, Bhagavatam is the foremost. So if you read Srimad Bhagavatam, it will protect you. It will save you from any, wherever you are traveling. I always recommend many of my friends, so I'm going to this new place, I don't know. I said, take Bhagavad Gita with you. That book will protect you. And Bhagavatam in the form of Krishna will protect you. So you can take one canto of Bhagavatam with you wherever you go. That definitely will help you and protect you. So then he called me yesterday again, and he asking for Chaitanya Charitamrita Hindi. So it's very important that we follow the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In Bhagavatam, there is one shloka. It comes that what is the objective of Srimad Bhagavatam? We have objective of Krishna consciousness, right? That preach to others and distribute books. All these things will connect, right? But what is the objective of Srimad Bhagavatam? It actually comes in 3rd canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It says that Soham Runanam Kshulla Sukhaya Dukkham Mahad Gatanam Viramaya Tasya Pravartaye Bhagavatam Puranam Yadahi Sakshat Bhagavan Rushibhya. So to get a very, very small happiness, right? Very, very insignificant happiness, we get Mahat Gatanam Viramayatasya. That means to get a full stop for this all these material activities, the Rishis and Bhagavan Krishna came to reveal this Bhagavatam to us. Right? This Bhagavatam is the essence. Right? It's actually it's a Amala Puranam. It's spotless Puranam. It's not revealed to all the people earlier, but because of our Acharya's mercy and Vasudeva compiled this Bhagavatam to help us, to help us. And the Rishis told this. Vasudeva is not an ordinary person. He's a incarnation, right? Is of Lord Krishna himself. And Bhagavatam is also book. Is not just a book. It's actually incarnation of Lord Krishna. If Krishna takes a form of lion, is Narasimha. If he takes a form of tortoise, Kurma. If he takes a form of fish, Matsya. If he takes a form of book, is called Grantavatar Srimad Bhagavatam. So, yeah, just take this opportunity and this holy month, and we also have Gita Jayanti, and so please contact Malini Mataji or myself to help us to preach this book distribution and distribute these books. And you can do it at your neighborhood or anywhere in the area wherever you are. We have Trimurti sets, lot of books we ordered, and we have goal like entire north or entire world goal is 2 million Gitas. So, and you want to anybody listening for the first time you want to be participated in our mission, you can contact us, and we are happy to give you books, and you can distribute it to the people. And people can adapt now. They are adapting so many things, adapting dogs. You can adapt a jail, so, and then all the people in the jail should get Gita, one copy, right? So, and they all become, if at least one person in the entire jail reads a Bhagavad Gita, he can become a devotee, right? So, please contact the teamisv@gmail.com, our email address. You want to participate in this Sankirtan movement. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Hare Krishna Mantra ki.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Such an amazing thing. I had no idea, no plans to attend the lecture, and then I heard that you are giving, and you started Chitraketu, and then here I am. So I'm so blessed, so happy. It's just a beautiful day, and when you speak, it comes all from your heart, and that heart is filled with Krishna Katha. So we are so fortunate, and thank you for a wonderful lecture. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Radha. Thank you. You are there. I feel happy, blissful now. Hare Krishna. So, any questions? Anybody have any questions or any comments? Or we
Hare
have
Krishna.
Yes, go
Hare
ahead.
Krishna.
Yes, ma'am.
Dandavat pranams. I would like to ask a question. I am from Argentina. I live in Argentina. I've been trying to distribute books, actually, that is in pursuance of Guru Maharaj's order. But I happen to find a lot of animosity when I go out and try to distribute. So I'm sorry, but I really feel very discouraged when at the idea of not being able to distribute books. Can you please tell me something about it?
So
I feel that something is going on, and I cannot figure out what is going on with me or with book distribution. I'm sorry.
No problem. No. You have the. I mean, that bow, right? That is coming out from your heart. There is one tip I can give you is when I go out, people are very envious, and they see that in Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, they see Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, his divine grace, and people are envious about his divine grace. Oh, they said why he's only put his divine grace. We are not a great personality. They all they are envious because this material world. This is a place of dukkhalayam asashvatam. This place is full of miseries, and you cannot get happiness But only thing is, Vaisheshika Prabhu says, you go for a ripe fruit. If they are envious, just don't waste your time. Just look at your clock. I said, thank you, no problem. Have a good day. And if you have some prasadam, just give a prasadam to them and just move on. So when we go out on book distribution, in many instances, they actually personally came and knocked me out from the door to door apartments. So don't feel bad. Don't be discouraged. This type Krishna tests you sometimes. You have the right intention or not. Krishna is always tests everybody. So please pray for him and don't waste time with those people, and you just move on to the next person. So we always look for a ripe fruit, not an unripe fruit. So ripe fruit means where, like even in one day when I was distributing, I was so frustrated because of the holidays. Nobody is taking, and in front of one house, I shouted, "Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada," and the person opened the door and he said, "Hey, why you are shouting in front of my house?" Then I told him, I am frustrated. So many houses didn't took this Bhagavad Gita. I was very open with him. Then he said, I will take it from you. Please give me. So I think it will get you opportunity. Initially, there is called Anartha Nivruti, that, all our anarthas will go away. At the end, you will able to do many books. And don't be disappointed. And even, in fact, I asked Vaisheshika Prabhu, they are taking the books and they're throwing on the garbage tanks. He said, Prabhupada told one time, they're throwing their babies in the garbage. What you would talk about the books, right? So don't felt bad, and don't feel bit discouraged. And maybe we can have one more session with you, Mataji, separately, privately. We can, myself and there are many devotees at ISV can help you. And yeah, so we can get you some sponsored books also, so you can distribute it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Don't be discouraged. Plus, please continue your service. That means like Queen Kunti prayed, I need all the calamities, right? So because in that way she's able to remember Krishna, right? Mm-hmm. So that doesn't mean that we have to pray to Kunti and get calamities for us, but that means that you can remember Krishna all the time, his lotus feet. So when you distribute books, at the end of the day, you are having book in your hand, and if they don't take it, you get all sukrit. There is no loss or gain there. So,
okay, yeah. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much for the wonderful answer, Sri Krishna Purushottam Prabhu. We could see your bhav in your answer, and it's so touching. Like nobody can do book distribution like your brother and you. You both have that, like how a businessman does business. I have gone with both of you at different instances, but I'm so inspired. And I always wonder how you have that taste. And it's really Prabhupada's mercy upon you. Nice. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you, Mata. Thank you very much. So, thank you for sharing that, Mata. Hare Krishna.
Yes, thank you for sharing all your struggles and your experiences. It's so enlivening and inspiring and makes me feel like I'll be more patient and tolerant and determined.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. This remembers me. I think we are run out of time, right, Mataji, Gandharvika Mataji? Can I share one more story? Sankirtan story. Oh, you are muted, Mataji.
I think you can share, Prabhu. Balram, is it okay, Balram?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, actually, this has happened with our devotees only, Mataji. In the Indian Cash and Carry, we are distributing books, and Rasika Shekhar Prabhu also there with us, and my brother Sri Ram Das is also there. And we gave a Bhagavad Gita, and actually he went out. He took the Gita and went outside of the parking lot. And there was an unprotected left, and one big truck, like not a truck, a pickup truck came and hit him, and there was a fire came, and I thought it's a big accident, and after a few minutes this person just came running to us. We are all in front of the Indian Cash and Carry, and he said, when the truck hit me, Actually, he is driving the car, and he put the Bhagavad Gita on the dashboard, and the book fallen on his lap, and both his friend and him who is driving, nothing happened to them. The car is total, and he said, only I took Bhagavad Gita today, that only saved my life. So he was, and then he came to our temple, and he now coming regularly to our temple. So as I said, the Krishna will protect us, even if we do a small, very small devotion right to Lord, he will remember that. So I just want to share that story, which Lalita Mataji, where she is going in Argentina, and people are envious, but don't worry, it will. You'll maybe next month you will only tell Mataji, you will get more books. Okay, so we pray that you do more. Hare Krishna. So okay, I think I'll end here. If no questions are there, who will do the prasadam prayers, Mataji, or any announcements? Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble wishes, all Guru Shri Prabhupada. If it's okay, I can just do a quick recap of Bhakti community and maybe a quick short update.
Sure.
Thank you. I'll share my screen. Most of you know that we have Bhakti community, which is an online platform for newcomers. So whenever you come in contact with any newcomer, please introduce Bhakti community, which has series of programs throughout the week on various wisdom topics as well as practices. So whenever you come in contact with a newcomer, please go to bhakticommunity.com/invite-newcomers link. If you go there, you will see a email document, where there is a short email to introduce Bhakti community to them, both in an email format as well as a WhatsApp message is also available. In addition to that, we also have bookmarks and stickers. So if you're interested to hand out bookmarks along with books or put stickers on the books, please do reach out. Vrinda Mataji has kindly agreed to help us out with printing and shipping bookmarks. So she will be coordinating. So Tarun Prabhu, Venudhari Prabhu, and Vrinda Mataji, you can contact any one of them, and they'll be able to help out with bookmarks and stickers as well. Given we have few members here, I just thought I'll show. Of course, this is a Facebook page where we regularly post videos, and we have a private group where all the programs are conducted. I thought I'll just share a short reflection which we received last week in our mantra music program. So I'll play that for you all to see how Bhakti community is actually helping newcomers. So we have a newcomer, Shirley. She's based out of San Bruno, I think, in California. She's tried various different religions and practices, and right now she's exploring Bhakti Yoga. So just hear what her reflections were after the mantra music program, which was done exceptionally well by Madhuripura Prabhu.
There's some reflections from this, specifically reflections from while you were chanting. What happened while you were chanting during this kirtan a minute ago? Well, anyone care to share what happened in their mind or in their body, or what was their experience as you were doing kirtan a minute ago?
I have something.
Please, Shirley, we'd love to hear from you.
I was in tears. They were just rolling. I guess my heart was open. I don't know. It wasn't sad tears, but I was in tears.
I might argue to say that means you did it right.
Okay.
You let the mantra in. It's very powerful. I mean, even in the way you say that, it's almost. Can everyone perceive Shirley's like soft heart? In how you speak.
Yeah.
I would also say congratulations.
Okay.
For letting the mantra in, because it's easy to let it stop here. Yeah. Thinking about what do I make for breakfast tomorrow. What was that?
I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you.
And we couldn't do it without you. We're here because this is a family, and we wouldn't. I mean, we're gonna do it, you know, okay, whenever we have some free time. But this is the real juice. It's coming together and doing it because now we're bringing sound vibration, which is sound is not limited to matter. Like matter, all these elements. When we're talking about on the level of ether or subtlety, sound, even though we're all across the globe right now chanting, this vibration is not just affecting us in a 10-foot radius. This is actually affecting, these vibrations are going out much further than that. So you chanting, and that's it's sharing your heart, and us around the world trying to share our hearts and chant together, it creates that powerful vibration. And the fact that it goes into the heart and that you experience that is a really special gift, I would say, because this is ways that we can perceive the mantra working. Again, if it's stuck in the mind and we're thinking while we're chanting, what am I going to make for breakfast tomorrow? Did I check that thing off the list? Anyway, maybe I could, like that. Then the mantra's just hanging here. But as soon as we say, no, and we let the mantra go into the bay of the heart, that's when we can feel it working, like you have, Shirley. So thank you for inspiring me. And I could guarantee others are inspired just by you sharing how much it touched you. See, we've got applauses. Thank you, Shirley.
So I just wanted to share the reflection of Shirley. It was very heartwarming for us to hear how she is experiencing the power of mantra meditation and how she is progressing in exploring and learning more about Bhakti Yoga. So thank you for the opportunity to give a quick overview of the progress we made in Bhakti community.
Thank you, JM Pro. I think we are also getting some testimonials on the Square when they take the payments, and they are giving a positive feedback. You know, thanks for the card. Thanks for your. I think I can share some of them. You can put it on Facebook. So yeah, I will share it with you.
That'll be wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, looking at that would be great if you can share that.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. I think that bookmarks, we can ship it to Argentina, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, if it's interested, yes, sure. We can send the soft copy. If it is cheaper to print there, we can take care of that. Or we can, if it is cheaper to print here and ship it, we can do. So we can work. We are shipping to Canada also now. So so we will look at what is the best cost-effective way, and we'll make it happen.
Sure. Is it Spanish there, Mataji? Do you speak Spanish?
What in Argentina?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all speak Spanish. Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can send in Spanish wordings. Okay. Sure. Yeah. So you can distribute more books.
Sure.
Thank you. So thank you, Prabhu. Like next, if no announcements, we can end here, right, Mataji? I will do Prasadam prayers. Avantika, somebody can do it. Or Balram. Okay, I can.
Okay, Prabhu.
I'll only do them.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, wait, did Baram say he's going?
Sorry, Avantika, you said something.
Okay, I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Jive fele vishaya sagore tamade jivayati lobhamoy sudamati take jeta kathina samsare Krishna vadodoyamoy kori bare jivajay Swaprasadana dilo bhai Sayanamrita pao Shri Radha Krishna Gunagao Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Nidai Preme Dako Shri Chaitanya Nita Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnave Swapa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwasvane Vijayate Prasade Sarva Dukkanam Ahanidasya Pajayate Prasanna Chaitaso Yanshu Buddhi Paryavatishtate Tvayopa Bhukta Shaganda Vasalankara Charchita Uchishta Bhojino Dasa Stavamayam Jayemahi Shri Shri Bhagavad Mahaprasad Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Govinda.
Hare Krishna. Please take prasadam at your home. Hare Krishna. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Krupa sindhu bhayevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai.
Jai. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.